Good afternoon, members. My name is Namirim Aida from Group 2, presenting a briefing paper on how the Russian invasion has affected the economy in Uganda. On 24th February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine in a major escalation of Russian-Ukrainian war that began in 2024. The invasion has compounded supply chain troubles in critical sectors including agriculture, automotive, energy, food, finance, and banking sector. The Russian-Ukrainian war has knocked the global economy to its knees, yet COVID-19 pandemic had already crippled the economy. The war has greatly affected the economy through disrupting the supply chain. Beyond uncertainties, it has created barriers in the markets, disrupting the movements of commodities like fuel, gas, and oils, auto parts, wheat, and grains. In Uganda, like any other country, we experience the externalities arising from Russian invasion of the Ukraine. New global shocks and impact of the war on the economy has deepened the Uganda economy prospects. Amidst the one COVID-19 pandemic, Uganda economy now is estimated at 3.9 in 2021 compared to the pre-COVID projections of 6%, according to the 19th edition of Uganda Economic Update.
Yeah, my name is Emily Cherop Sakaja. I'm presenting point one, that is about the effect of Russia invasion on Ukraine. One of the points that affected Uganda as the economy is the scarcity of critical material. The war had an impact on the supply of commodity materials and equipment, leading to a high cost of materials, such as materials from Russia. Russia, as you know very well, Russia is the major producer of oil, and then Uganda is one of the consuming countries. For example, the manufacturing industries use coal from Russia. Because of the war, it impacted on the industries, and it got a rise in prices, increased, and it is on the supply side that it was affected. Due to this effect, Uganda economy has increased in the price, and therefore, for this case, most of the materials that Uganda use come from the countries of Ukraine. And to that extent, therefore, I want to end that.
Good afternoon, members. My name is Baigarita, and I'm presenting from Group 2. To add on Emily's points, another effect that the Russian-Ukrainian war has had on Uganda is food scarcity in the country, since most of our farmers get fertilizers from Russia and Ukraine because they are the major suppliers of ammonia and potassium, hence reducing on our food supply. Then the Russian-Ukrainian war has also affected our tourism sector. According to the annual tourism report of 2018, Uganda had gotten 5.8 billion from 2017, which was 5.3, but the war has led to reduction in the tourism sector, hence affecting the revenue of Uganda. I beg to submit. Thank you.
Good afternoon, members. I'm by name Ochela James, for presenting you the effects of the Russia-Ukraine invasion to Uganda. The effects. The first effect is transportation cost. Due to the increasing fuel prices, distribution and delivery costs have also gone high, hence leading to high production costs and affecting the profitability of the item of the farms. Since the government generates its revenue through taxation, profits made in from the corporation tax has also impacted the revenue collected. Another point is reduced customer satisfaction. Due to the supply chain disruptions in the supply of most commodities, Uganda has faced this challenge. Since most of the service deliveries have been brought down. Members, I beg.
This is Nicholas from Group 2, introducing Part B of the question, and we are looking at the strategies and the logistic measures that we can use to resolve the issues that were caused by the Russian invasion, by the Russian war to Uganda as a country. The Russian war caused a lot of challenges to Uganda, which have been mentioned above. And this time around, we are saying these problems cannot be resolved by use of the monetary and fiscal policy, rather than the use of logistics and supply chain strategies. From the research from UBOS, the consumer price index, the inflation of Uganda in August 2021 was standing at 1.9. Then, as per the new vision that was published recently, it is quoting inflation have moved up to 9% as per the report of UBOS. Therefore, the strategies can be explained and below.
Yeah, it's here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joshua Biamkama from Group 2, and I'm continuing with the strategies that can help to mitigate the effects of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And one of the major strategies this country can use to mitigate those effects is by way of diversifying its supply base. Uganda, being a member of East African Community, and considering the fact that Africa has other trading blocs like SADC and the West African ECOWAS, whose members are very good at also members of OPEC, and they have a lot of oil. Uganda can use these trading blocs as major sources of its oil revenue, rather than relying on the Middle East and the European and Eastern European countries.
Good afternoon, members. I'm Michala Janet from Group 2, still on the strategies that are put forward to mitigate the impact of the Ukraine-Russian war. And among those ones, we have reduction on reliance on food imports. And how we advise Uganda to go about it is by having rapid expansion on agricultural products, also taking advantage of the available resources like land to grow more food to curb down insecurity in terms of food and nutrition, and then lastly, incorporation of specific crops to substitute what we have as a country. And by so doing, we shall be solving the problem of insecurity and nutrition.
I'm Luta Oliver from Group 2. I continue from where my colleagues have stopped, another point, another strategy that can help us mitigate the risks in what the Russian war has caused to our country is the use of buffers of safety stock to avoid shortages. This will help us prevent the shortages and delays, and also the buffer stock they act as a cushion in case we have any effect. Adopting multiple sourcing policies is another strategy where we can get better sourcing strategy. We can get more suppliers instead of relying on one. In conclusion,
The Russian war has significantly affected our country, but with the strategies highlighted above, we can survive this disruption.